David and Sally, first of all, how are you doing?
We're doing okay, thank you, yeah.
I mean, we spoke to you the other day, a couple of days ago, and you seemed very, very calm. The number of cases diagnosed on the ship has now risen significantly. Do you still feel calm? Do you feel more worried now?
Well, perhaps a little bit more anxious that there are so many. Um, but also today, somebody who we've been quite close to during the cruise was taken to hospital. So that's a bit more concerning.
Has the information changed at all that you're getting?
So we're up to date with exactly what you've just told us. 61 have been taken from the ship today. The changes that we've had on board are that we've been given a digital thermometer. Every passenger has their own, and we're requested to take our temperatures every 4 hours. If the temperature exceeds 37.5, we have to phone the ship's medical team, and then a swab will be taken from our throat. That will go off for analysis, and that could then lead to being taken off the ship and put into a medical facility.
And Sally, you were saying there that someone that you had become friendly with on the cruise has been taken to hospital. Have you heard how they're doing?
Well, he was actually taken off without any symptoms. They did a throat swab on him. He had no visible symptoms, and they're wondering whether he might have been a carrier. But you know, he still contracted it from the ship, but he just hasn't come out with it. And we've been having dinner with him and his wife every evening for the last 2 weeks.
You still seem to be remaining very calm, and I'm just wondering how you're managing to do that, given that the numbers have gone up, and also they're clearly stepping up precautions by issuing you with these digital thermometers. How are you managing to stay so calm?
Well, what can we do? We can't go anywhere. We've just got to accept it. I mean, there's no point in sitting down and crying about it. We just got to get on with it.
You know, there's two choices. We can either crash and crumble, or we can face it chin on, and we've chosen to face it chin on. We have to accept everything that's going to come and deal with it in the best possible way that we can. We know we're in good hands. The ship are taking care of us. If we have to go to a medical facility, I wish it was in the UK, I really do, but if we do have to go to one in Japan, they'll take care of us.
And how are you managing day to day in terms of the food situation, in terms of how you're keeping yourselves busy?
Well, the food is brilliant. I mean, we have 3 meals a day, usually delivered around 7 a.m. for breakfast, lunch about 12:30, and then dinner about 6 in the evening. So we're not hungry. Plenty of food. Water, we're getting at least 2 litres of water each per day, plus teas and coffees and stuff as well. So we're not going short of that.
And they're loading new videos onto the screen every day. And we have a large screen TV in the bedroom, you know, or in the cabin, I should say. So they're catering for us on that side of it. They're also giving us puzzles, crosswords, Sudoku, pack of playing cards. Every day they're trying to give as much entertainment value to passengers as they can.
And are some of the passengers starting to worry now? Or are they all like you, sort of taking it on the chin, as you put it?
No, there is a lot of concern on board now.
I don't think there's panic, but
No,
I
it's
just
not
think
panic.
people are concerned.
Yeah, there's anxiety.
And have any of the British authorities been in touch with any of you?
No.
No, they haven't. But again, this is where Princess Cruise Lines have been terrific. They have published a sheet for every country of the telephone numbers of the offices in the UK for us that we should contact. But what do they call it? It's the Home Office, not that, the Foreign Office have issued an announcement this afternoon to say, unless conditions change, we will not need to go into quarantine back in the UK. If we've done the 14 days here, that will be sufficient. But they have put a safeguarding clause in unless things change. I think it's something we've had to face up to. We know that our quarantine date has been extended. So we were due 14 days from when it started. It's now been extended to 19, no, not 19 days, until February the 19th is when we are due to disembark now.
It's only 1 day extra, isn't it?
So how close do you think you are to coming home?
Oh, wow, that is a question I would love to answer. Have you got your crystal ball handy? I'm not a negative person, but I have to be realistic. And it won't surprise me if there are more announcements tomorrow to say that there are infected people on board. I hope I am wrong. If I'm wrong, then I think we will be heading back to the UK on February the 19th. If I'm correct in that assumption, the days, it will be extended by another 24 hours.
I think the fact that they've all had their thermometers today, we could find that people have panicked and it's gone up 1 notch, and we'll phone somebody and then they'll do something. But I don't know.